Well, hey,
Hi.
hey, so I have something that I would like to tell everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that is, welcome to Topless Toy Talk episode 38. We are your body positivity podcast for the Cybertronian era. I am your host. And, yeah, I know I tricked you.
And I am your better host. Yes, no,
I am your
better
host. And today is Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, the day after Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Also, the day after my Aunt Barb's birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Barb.
Okay, so I tried to switch it up to cut you off.
I know.
And you didn't fall for it.
Nope, didn't. Not at all.
So apparently you are still a co-host of this.
I am the superior host of this. But we are happy that you are all here with us this evening. And yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. I read
Why are you
this.
looking at me?
Well, because I read this like spoofy story and I really like it, and about how Cinco de Mayo is actually like this celebration or this remembrance day of like all this like mayonnaise being destroyed. And like I'm trying to remember like the story because it's very stupid and clearly not true at all. But like I'm gonna just like nosedive it right off the beginning.
Yeah, everybody likes it when you come in. You're like, "Hey, I read this funny thing today,"
but then I can't remember what it was.
And that's it. So
yeah, that's all I got, guys.
That's my story.
That's my story.
Those are the stories I tell. You were supposed to have the good stories. The stories I tell are the ones that are just very mediocre. That's like, hey, I went to the store and I got some milk, and then I came home and I drank that milk, and now I'm eating cereal without milk. Like, that's my type of story.
That is your type of story. Who do we have in the chat, my love?
Oh, we're going there.
We are going to go there.
All right. We have a few fantastic people in the chat right now.
All right.
Do you want to know who they are?
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready, set,
1,
go.
2, go.
Somebody is also known as Wolf Chaser. Somebody is, yes, you are first. And actually, you are, I think, our person that probably joined us first also in Topless Toy Talk when we used to do it on.
Yeah.
When
we did the one pilot.
On, what was that?
TikTok.
TikTok, yes. Thank you.
Probably shouldn't say that word here.
On the clock.
Yeah. And also the fabulous, fantastic, amazing
prior guest, Webhead Collects. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. And we still don't have the sound effect, but we will get there in some way. We'll figure it out.
Here, I got one. Pew, 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 pew.
That is not
what
a Stormfire Blizzard sounds like.
That is kind of what a Stormfire Blizzard sounds like in my mind. That's what I meant.
Actually, to be honest, thinking about like a Stormfire Blizzard, to me, what it would sound like was probably just a blizzard with like some crackles. But I don't know.
Like a blizzard plus lightning.
I guess.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, and Esteban.
Hello, hello.
Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at somebody's. Somebody's is my number one promoter of us having children. So thank you. I appreciate the constant nudges.
Like it's not. I mean, it's not like it's not.
Please defend yourself right
now.
No,
I'm not defending myself. I'm just saying it's not like we're like, no, it's just
I just like the
that happens. It happens.
It happens. We'll figure it out.
Sending the positive vibes out there.
I like it.
It will or it won't.
I mean, we're 40. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen.
At this point, like I just think we should adopt more about dogs. Like they're easier,
but definitely not
that one. Which, if anybody can hear her chewing on her chew, please say something so I can take it away from her.
Yeah, we'll take it away. And
sometimes she chews loud.
Also, the Big Bad Tit Store. You boys got toys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes.
Miracle Whip.
It is.
That's actually fantastic. If there's a real story or a fake one that you've created, please tell us.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So our guest tonight, we were looking at the Des Moines Con list and we were like, we should really try and like go hard on people that are going to be at the Des Moines Con.
Because we're going to be there.
Because we're going to be there all 3 days. Who has some interesting stories? And who would we want to like promote and or hang out with in real life? And so we're going through like the list.
Is that how you chose?
I did.
Okay.
So I was going through the list of people. I'm like, some people's profiles kind of boring. Didn't interest me at all. I was like, oh yeah, like please tell me more about you. I want to know all like your personal details. And then we ran across like tonight's guest. I was like, Nah, this guy's got a great bio. I'm so excited. This was probably like my number one person, and from all of the biographies that I read, I was like, and then he responded back. I was like, yes,
So
we got it. So all my Des Moines Cons hopes and dreams are coming true tonight here. So without further ado, we will bring on the one, the only Chris Fink. Hello, hello.
Hello to you. Thank you very much for having me.
We are so happy that you're here tonight. And the funny thing is, so we have this form, and we're still working through the form here of the intake form, and you put funk is how you want it to be.
F-O-N-K. I assume this was a typo.
And it should be Fink, but we needed to clarify this right now. Do you want to be called Fink? Do you want to be Chris? Chris Fink?
I go by, my last name Fink. I go by Fink.
Okay. So
like, well, I'll totally go all in on funk if that's
we'll
where we're going.
We'll go fully in on
it. I had my webpage was finkadelic.com for a long time, but
that's actually fantastic. I like that.
So for those not familiar with you, we like to give you an opportunity to tell as little or as much about yourself as you'd like. We like to throw out things like, mother's maiden name, last four of your social security, where you went to grade school, just really all the important stuff
bank
that the
account
internet
numbers
would need to potentially know about you.
Passwords are cool too. Like, just want to go right into it.
I'm a cartoonist. Been working at it way too long. I started a project while I was failing trigonometry in 1986 that I've just finished, with this book coming out May 19th. And it's an autobio from Fantagraphics Underground. And it's the kind of completion of that story that I started a million years ago. Leopold and Brink, that's Brink. And so I'm thrilled to promote that and talk to new cool people. That's, ask anything you want. That book covers like 54 years of a very ridiculous life and not that many pages. So it's a lot of laughs. If you're sensitive, it's you'll cry throughout most of it.
Oh God.
Cathartic.
I cry at everything.
He's like pretends like he's got this really hard persona.
I don't pretend that at all.
You're like
that's rare in the toys and comics world. hard men.
What did we watch the other day? And I was like sitting there crying, and you were like, "Are you crying?" And I was like, "Yeah."
We wouldn't watch the like play adaptation of The Notebook.
Oh my God!
You've never watched The Notebook.
Never watched or read.
Cried the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
The baby. Ridiculous.
I do too, of course.
I like though that you said for the book that started in trigonometry, because like it actually kind of like your cover does look a little bit like a math book on the front. Like it has that same sort of like colors. And I mean that in a good way. Like it just immediately connected with me of like, oh, that does kind of look like.
So my publisher usually doesn't let the artist do the cover.
Okay.
It took a while for me to be like, okay, fine. But yeah, I think it was a pretty good job. But yeah, it did look cold to me, like a math textbook. And they kind of warmed it up a little, but I agree. I'm not haunted by math anymore, but I should be.
I'm a little bit.
I mean, you're way better at math than I am. I don't know if I passed trigonometry.
No, I passed trigonometry twice. I took calculus at least twice, maybe 3 times. Only once for myself. I may have passed calculus online for other people.
Yeah. You are the type of person that would just be like, you know what? That was awful. But I passed. Let's do it again.
Wow. It's way beyond most folks. I wanted to say something about the body positivity thing.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled that you mentioned that at the beginning. When you first told me about this, if it was full torso, I could never have done it. Until 2 weeks ago, I was hanging out cuddling with a good friend like you do. And they convinced me for the first time ever in my life that they found my boobs attractive. I've always put weight on in my tummy and my chest. And so I've got, kind of prominent, but I spent my whole life kind of doing the executive cringe, wearing jackets to school every day, living in the most humid, gross, hot place was terrible. So they just snapped me out of that self-loathing. It was really so it's, thanks for dedicating a space for that.
Yeah.
Out there. A lot of us really kind of hate our look.
I mean, I'll be honest, like I'm right there. Like before this one, and even still, like sometimes I'm like, because sometimes I'm like, can I turn the lights off before like I get ready for bed? Like, but I mean, you can't really see it too much. But like, so as a kid, as a teenager, like I had really bad acne, and it was actually like all over like my shoulders and like chest and back, and like I was on some like really intense like medication for it that was really weird and probably will cause some very bad side effects here in the next 5-10 years. But like I actually have like a lot of scars on like my shoulders and chest and stuff too. Like again, the lighting, you can't really see it, but and so like I'm really hesitant to like take off like shirt in front of people and whatnot. And so I don't know where we can't quite agree on where the idea from this came from. Besides, like we were talking one time and it was like, wouldn't it be funny?
And then it just happened.
And so, but like, yeah, like there's a lot of people that are hesitant. We've noticed a lot of people that are hesitant to like.
Was the original idea of like full topless?
Like, and so like, yeah, we like to promote it, like even kind of in a little bit of justice, right? Like a body positivity podcast. But again, if anybody came in and got all like snippy in the comments, they'd be gone. They'd be instantly blocked, banned forever, because that's not what we're doing here. Yeah. Like we might be a little controversial or say like who knows what, but like if you try to like shame anybody,
that's not what this is about. Yeah. Like it's
a little titillation is fine. It's good. So.
It's all about trying to get people, because like if you can shock somebody out of their day-to-day, like I mean, how many times are you talking on the internet with your shirt off? Like not that often. It's
every Tuesday for me.
I mean, well, for us every Tuesday, but it's kind of like our inspiration is also a little bit of hot ones. Like when you're eating like hot wings and you're like snotting and crying and trying not to mace yourself in the eye. Like you get a different interview. People are going to say different things. And I mean, if you're with your shirt off on the internet, you're probably going to say different things than you would do if you were in a business suit with a tie. And
I'm way more confident on the internet with the shirt off than I am in real life.
Hey, good. Should Rob and I cry? Like start reading something that makes us cry the whole time?
Yeah, we'll just weep the whole time. And this is what you'll do. You'll just laugh and you'll just be like, oh God, I have to like work my way through this. That's exactly what would happen.
I know. It'd be very difficult. I am one of those personalities where I'll first start laughing like at the very awkward moments and then I'll just cry the whole time.
Yeah. Just like, actually what an episode that'll be is just like 3 people just weeping like babies the whole time. Like, that would be
also cathartic. Could be.
That would top it. It'd be unforgettable.
Yeah, I was impressed with myself because we went and saw, because we have like a season pass to our civic center, and they had the Suffs. It's a Broadway musical, and it's about the suffragist movement. And man, I was so close to crying at that. I was like, who cries about suffrage?
I did. I cried at that. I had tears a couple times.
Like, no, I'm not gonna cry.
Wait, are you talking about Des Moines Civic Center?
Yeah.
So you guys live there?
Yeah. We're
cool. We're local.
Well, we live in the west part of Des Moines, so it's a little bit fancier.
But yeah.
So my sister wouldn't come to the show because she fears like white supremacist groups all around there. Is that true?
No.
That is the wildest thing.
I have not actually heard that before.
Was that Idaho?
That might be a new thing.
Okay, so actually that's exactly what it is. So there's a state called Ohio, which has Buckeyes. There's Iowa that has corn, and there's Idaho that has mountains. Idaho does have white supremacists, but they have mountains. This is not the same state.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure they exist here too, but like, I don't know.
Well, us coastal elites, we don't pay attention to like.
Right, we're flyover
here to the other coast.
I get
it. The Outsiders music. Well, yeah, we saw the Outsiders.
Oh my gosh,
fanboy.
it did wreck us. I cried so hard in that.
Yeah. Fanboy also complimented your beard here as
Yes.
well. So he said that's an excellent beard with 3 exclamation points.
Oh goodness. What isn't what a group like that would say though?
The chat's so funny. How do you stay focused?
I mean,
But you Boys Got Toys is also a Californian, so you are a West Coaster. So we
Yeah.
just
it's also an archaeologist. Am I saying
Something.
is that right?
Something.
Did I get that one
an
right?
ancient alien theorist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that instead.
Wow.
Which Alexi,
Like,
we need to chat sometime about stuff because, like, I don't know, your profession with toys like really intrigues me, and I know
Being an archaeologist and a collector,
Yeah.
like that hits a spot there.
Yeah.
That
Which I
makes
feel like
sense.
it's a good segue here of how did you sorry
I know.
what toys are you into now, or did you have as a child? Like, how did you end up where you are today?
Do you mind me using a cheat sheet?
Yes,
no,
please.
go, yeah.
So in the book, I like comics became so obsessive for me. I had to remember like what was my like I figured out when that happened exactly, and then I was like, wait a minute, I never read comics before that, so how did I get so into it? And this was like the first toy I had that I obsessed over. The Z Toys Metal Man.
Oh,
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then I was like, how could I have not read superhero comics before I started doing it? And so I got a whole page of like influences where superheroes popped up.
Very cool.
Oh.
And like the Mego dolls were huge for me.
I have a Mego toy. One, it's a Krampus figure that I bring out.
It's who?
Krampus. It's the German Christmas devil that steals children.
Oh, they made, wow, crazy.
Yeah.
This is like 70s, so it's Star Trek, and I had a crush on the Batgirl one.
I mean, I still have a crush on Batgirl. So.
Yeah, I guess. No Supergirl for me now, but
Oh.
I mean,
toys.
yeah.
So I still have my Peabody and Sherman. They're just like bobblehead things.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bummed because all my toys are gone, and I was like, oh no, how am I going to represent?
Well, what it really boils down to is these are conversations that happen with toys around. So like,
right.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
you don't have any of your original toys. You don't have anything from your childhood.
No.
No.
That's part of the crying in the book. Hopefully.
I mean, I'll be like, I don't have from a child standpoint. I don't have any. I mean, I guess if you want to consider like a stuffed animal a toy, I do have a stuffed animal that I got when I was 5. But otherwise, I don't actually have any of my childhood toys either. So
no, I have some.
I know you do.
Yeah, mostly like a few China dolls that I had as a child, and then my great grandmother. So I was very blessed that my great grandmother was still alive. She died 103. And for whatever reason, she had a dog toy. Like, it is like a legitimate dog toy. That was the only toy she had in her house. And it's a squeaky little like panda bear. And so when she passed away, I said, like, that is what I want. Like, I want her like squeaky panda bear toy. So I have that in the back
Oh,
room.
that's cute.
It's like
I didn't know
it's
that.
back there. It's the squeaky panda. It's definitely a
Okay.
dog toy though, that she
Okay.
gave to the children that came over the house to play with.
You know, like anything can be a toy if you want it to be.
Right.
You can play with whatever you want. Like this remote, it's got buttons. I can turn. It can fly. You know, whatever.
My Millennium Falcon is probably still in the creek that I dropped it in.
Oh no.
Probably go grab that.
Actually, so we were at one of
But
our.
that tells me a lot just by how you pronounced creek. You
Oh.
didn't say so there was this debate where I lived because we had a lot of like, it was a very like Scotch Irish sort of place, and so crick was normally how people replaced it. So like
There's no I in Greek.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
the backward, the hill living folk.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are your people. You
Didn't you
own
say
it.
You were raised on a farm. Somebody in a video of yours I watched said they were raised on a farm. Was that you?
Yep,
Yep.
I was raised on a farm. It's been in the family since 1850.
Yikes. But cool.
So we've been here. Yeah, my family's been here for a bit.
Wow.
So we're
Yeah,
talking
don't
about
I know we're not talking about farming.
no, no, I was talking about the
Yeah, no.
the other local groups that may or may not exist. Never mind. You're not.
Oh,
getting
I
it.
don't know. I get it. Oh no, there were no whites. That was not a thing. Well, actually, that was actually kind of a thing, though. Okay, I'm gonna change my tune here. So there was something I kind of vaguely remember as like a child. Oh no, that was sorry. So I'm from Eastern Iowa, and there was like a situation in Dubuque, if you can spell that. That happened in like the 90s, but I think they've figured that out.
Dubuque, that's the cool city. Right.
It's Dubuque's a beautiful city.
It's a great place to visit.
They had some problems in the 90s, which is way past when they should have had problems, and they figured it out.
No, they didn't.
Well,
I
figured out the problem I'm talking about.
I lived there for 2 years, and I was scared for my life every day.
Well, but it
Oh,
wasn't
no.
for the reason I'm talking about.
I drove around the country looking for a new place to live, and that was when I was on the list.
It's a great place. They've got the elevator. It's relatively low cost of living. Like
I feel like Dubuque is split into two places. It's like the downtown kind of area,
which is where we lived, and I loved it.
and then
you
there's
didn't.
then there's
The
on
bluff.
top of the hill where the richer people live,
Yes.
and that's probably not as bad. She
Yeah,
had just happened to buy this giant 3-story house in the ghetto, and we would go on walks, and I was like, that's a drug needle. I'm like, why do I live here? I lived in downtown Des Moines, and it was not this bad. There was one night we were sitting and watching a movie, one of the Marvel movies, by the way.
It was probably
And all of a sudden, there were like police lights going off. And I look outside, and there's a police officer standing there holding a rifle.
It was fine. It was fine.
And I'm like,
it's fine.
What's this about?
No.
Rob, where did you grow up?
Oh, where I grew up. I mean, I did live.
No, Rob. Like,
Oh,
having
no,
such a-
I grew up in Des Moines.
No,
like,
you grew up on the north side. Of
I
Des
grew
Moines.
up in like the sketchy area of Des
He
Moines
did.
for like the first like
I
decade
never
of my
like,
life. And
are there sketchy areas? Coming from Miami, I'm like, what are you talking
I mean,
No, there's
compared to
not.
Miami, no,
There's no
like
sketchy
yeah,
areas.
like I mean, sketchy, Des Moines sketchy, like Iowa sketchy, like
about?
where
It sounds ridiculous.
yeah, like I mean, if you have to go looking for trouble to find trouble, like in Des Moines, to be honest,
exactly.
like
It's not a thing.
if you just, it doesn't matter. In my personal opinion, it doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is. If you're walking down the street, minding your own business, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like,
but if you're walking down the street like a little weird, swinging your arms and shouting that you got lots of money in your pockets, like you're gonna find trouble,
Right.
like
Or you're trying to do something. Yeah, just trying to generally do something sketchy.
yeah.
But no, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Buick sounds like a good place to go hunting the buck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, Dubuque's okay. Like
Yeah.
to visit.
DUBUQUE.
Actually, the best part about Dubuque was that I somehow mispronounced like all the road names, and
Well, because
so
it's all like very French. It's
Yeah.
actually it's the oldest city west of the Mississippi. Because it was because it was settled by French fur traders, so it was like settled way early.
Right.
And so there was a lot of like French influence there.
Yeah.
But, no, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
it's not that exciting.
I don't know why we went down this tangent. I like it though, because I love Dubuque. I know that. Well, Dubuque is fine. There's not a situation there anymore. But they
let's
did.
spin that wheel.
We did. We're gonna tie that knot. They're not up there. We did have. I'm gonna ask you to go back to our little like
What do you
questiony
want?
things.
You want? Okay.
Because I wrote down some good
Oh
ones.
yeah,
here.
because you do the lightning round like 30 minutes in
I
after
do.
like
I do.
the
I
light-
like to do a lightning round. So these are just like warm up questions here.
Okay.
So you shouldn't think too much about them, and just like whatever pops
Done.
to mind here.
Yeah.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Oof. McDonald's breakfast, but I was like raised on Burger King, so I don't think I could ever even go in there again.
That's solid.
Burn
sue us.
Belly 2 or Toy Story 2?
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I don't even remember Toy Story 2, but clearly Toy Story 2. Of course, you know why you asked that, right?
you want to explain why I asked that?
I mean, I did the final script of Ferngully 2. Not worth watching. Next.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've seen Ferngully too, and it's not Ferngully, but like it's definitely not.
It made a ton of dough. That was their goal.
Yeah, it's not as bad as some other thing.
I guess
That's not a compliment.
It is a. I mean it in the best way. Like, I mean, if there are far more things that would rank significantly lower on the list than Ferngully.
I mean, since we couldn't have Robin Williams, it was just dead from the start. Like,
I miss him, Robert Williams. I miss that guy.
Don't cry.
I know it's gonna make me real cray. If you could have a pet dragon or a pet dinosaur, what would you choose and why?
Dragon.
Oh,
that's right.
I assume we're friendly.
Yeah, sure.
Either or, doesn't have to be.
I love Kitty Pryde and her, like that.
Oh yeah, the little guy. You don't know who.
I don't know what it's talking about.
You pretend. You pretend well. I'm gonna call you on it.
You should.
I want people to know that you're just like, oh yeah, like. And you.
I'm glad because there's tons of stuff I'm not going to know, and now I'm less embarrassed.
So she knows nothing about comics, toys, superheroes, anything like that. This is not her realm.
No.
She's here because she looks pretty and she talks to people better than I do.
I'm interested. I just don't know anything about stuff, but I would also choose a pet dinosaur for this question because I would really like a triceratops, and it's only like 90% the reason because it has Sarah in the name and that's my name, but I still think it'd be great.
I would do a triceratops because it can gore 3 people at once.
Oh, like that. If they're standing just perfect.
So. Also, I was a really big Anne McCaffrey, Dragon Riders of Pern fan. These are fun.
Charcoal or colored pencils?
I love figure drawing, so charcoal.
Yeah. I'm not a drawer, but I like charcoal. I like the black and white. I like the shading there.
Okay.
I think that's a cooler.
I really enjoy it. Thanks for reminding me. I want to draw something related to my brain in charcoal, and I just totally spaced it for reasons.
This is Rob's favorite question, and we're going to learn so much about you by how you answer this.
Okay.
Never listen to music again, or only listen to Sabrina Carpenter for the rest of your existence.
Sabrina Carpenter?
Yes.
Is that not Karen? I could do Karen. I have no idea who it is. Sorry.
Yeah, you can be sad now.
Tears.
Oh.
Sabrina Carpenter is a 26-year-old pop musician, and I am
I'm probably
very into her music.
Oh.
Like I have a very wide spectrum that I love what I listen to, and actually, surprisingly, not a lot of pop music. But Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, I've got like Homer Simpson taste. I'm stuck at 1978.
That's fantastic.
Oh goodness.
Karen Carpenter. Sure.
We have a few new people here in the chat. I don't know if
actually I don't know how this ends with if somebody doesn't know who Sabrina Carpenter is, because
we're not going to watch a whole bunch of Sabrina Carpenter videos.
We're just going to pivot this, and the rest of the stream we're just going to watch Sabrina Carpenter videos.
No, we're not.
No.
I mean, if they're good.
Hello, Terrence. Next toys.
Should I stay out of chat?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Yes, there's no rules.
There's no rules.
You're an adult. You can make all your own decisions.
I mean, you're a free will believer, sure.
Well, I don't know if I actually believe in free will. We should probably save this for the chat. We should probably save this for a wheel of questions. One is like, I just don't know. Like, there's parts of me that believes I have free will, but then there's a lot of me that believes it's predestination. Like, I could be a Calvinist. Like, I'm 50-50 on that.
Ooh, don't be a Calvinist for that.
So Fanboy said he's never seen Ferngully. Can you just skip straight to Ferngully?
That's what I'm trying to respond to. Don't skip. Ferngully is great. The first one.
Ferngully is fantastic. Yeah.
The story there is the studio who's hired to do the second one, which is straight to video. The screenwriter, an Australian great talented guy, Richard Tulloch, his drafts were not impressing Fox Pictures. So if they were like, if the third draft isn't good, we're going to hand it over to you guys. And I worked for them and all the other companies in this cool loft space in San Francisco. And they knew me as the story guy. So I'm like, I'll just do this for you guys. Okay. And like rewrote it that night. And Fox was like, awesome. And then that's the shooting script, essentially.
So you did it in one night.
Yeah, I mean, I just rewrote the whole thing. It's not a complicated story. He just didn't have the eco ending. He didn't have like, the theme that was the point of it. And that's my like focus. So it was a piece of cake.
Well,
I feel like you're downplaying this a little bit.
Yes.
Like, I think
Well, I used
doing
his
it one
bones.
night, that like this is like an insurmountable feat.
No,
Well, I just want to
not
make sure
a
that
normal
like picked
person can
my.
accomplish.
I thought this was going to launch my Fox Pictures straight to video rewriting career.
I don't know. We have legitimately not watched Ferngully 2, and we are absolutely going to watch it though here in the near
I've seen
future.
Ferngully too.
I don't know that I have.
There's
I
two
definitely
scenes that are like very me that I can claim because I storyboarded them, and they just did it right. Like I did it. Thank goodness. Otherwise, it's just pap. It's terrible. You know.
So how did though that happen? Like, so were you doing other sorts of like script writing? Like, how did you end up in that space?
They knew me as a comic guy, and they liked
Okay.
the stories in the mini comic that got me the first job with them. And so they're just, hey, you want? They did story meetings that they invited me to, and because I had the script, I'm like, I know what's the problem here, and so that's why I stayed up all night to do it because they were going to do it themselves if I didn't go like here first.
Like, no, I can't let you do this to Ferngully too.
Well, just I've been wanting to make films since I was 12. Yeah.
So is that, sorry, I'm going to go off our stuff here because I'm very interested in some of these comments you're making. So you want to do film like as a kid, like that was your dream?
Well, my dream was to like come up somehow to make environmental consciousness like popular or just at least diffuse throughout culture. And so my comic was dedicated to that. It was my dissertation idea, but which was on ecofeminism. So I've been, and the reason is in the book, and it's super sad, like your country music or your AM radio sadness.
It is probably sad, but I don't know. It just is what it is.
Like the dude who does all those blue people movies.
Oh,
Avatar.
Yeah. Avatar.
I mean, you could tell that he's just trying to like push theme, like, hey, treat each other good because they're groups and the planet is important and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
You know, I wanted to do that in the 80s, which was completely insane. So, yeah, I have a weird film career story.
Did you ever watch Captain Planet?
It's just the videos or whatever. I didn't. Yeah, is there something more than that? Oh no, that was.
There was just like a cartoon. Yeah, it was just like a cartoon. They did
the Don Cheadle ones are just hilarious and amazing. Yeah. But didn't like Tom Cruise? And I don't know what I guess it's a fail, right? Because it didn't become more than videos online.
I mean, it definitely didn't take off. Actually, they just recently did a Captain Planet comic.
Yeah.
It was like five or six issues, and it wasn't too bad. Like I feel like it kind of pushed the right messages, but it didn't make me feel like they were trying to jam it down my throat, right? Like they didn't get super, like I'm gonna say super woke with it or super like whatever. It was a good heartfelt, I feel like, series, but also like it was a little more adult than I expected. Yeah. Like Captain Planet had a beard, you know, and he was a little bit more rugged. Yeah. He was a little bit more rugged than I expected, and so I don't know. I think it was a good little read. I would recommend it if you liked the Captain Planet cartoons as a child and want to.
There was a cartoon.
It was a cartoon because we used to watch it.
It was a PBS.
Well, no, because it could have been on PBS. I just remember it because like I went to a poor rural school, so we didn't have anything. Like the only way we got stuff was it was free, and so there was some. I need to look into this. I feel like there's some sort of like conspiracy around this, but like we had to watch we had to watch Channel 1, which was this like fake, like it was like an MTV sort of like news station that we would watch for like kid
Orwell.
news. It's weird. And then we would watch Captain Planet and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. And so we'd watch that for like, I don't know, it's probably like it would have been like 30 minutes, an hour a day, like something like that. But we didn't have TVs, and that's how it paid for the TVs in our school. Was like there had to be something where.
So when I went to school, they taught me things.
No,
they didn't show me TV.
No, we definitely. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like,
did your generation have Schoolhouse Rock?
Well, we did, but it was a little. But it was all like reruns.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah,
yeah, that was good. That was good.
I wish they need to bring that back.
It taught some, terrible shit too. Accidentally.
It was it helped
Manifest destiny. I mean, it's just some crazy shit.
I'm telling you, like, you can teach anybody anything. You put a little bit of song to it. I don't know.
A little bit.
I remember.
The preamble song is amazing.
Yeah. It's like anything that has a song. I'm just like.
Or it's like the quadratic equation: x is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
I've never heard that before you when you started talking about that the other day.
Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, I don't. Did you make that up? Or
no, that's how we learned it in school.
Okay, I don't know.
I've never I can just do that right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm proud of you.
When did you learn what a nerd she was?
She is a different kind of like. So she is a real nerd. Yes. I am a pretend nerd. I like toys and comics, and she's like, I'm smart.
Yeah, you're a geek, and she's a nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is accurate.
So we're gonna do a quick acknowledgement here,
yes.
And then I think there's a few questions that somebody wants to dive into.
Yes.
Okay.
So are we selling something?
I wouldn't say selling. I mean, we could sell it if we wanted to, but more of a little just thank you here.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So we started a little Patreon. And we did a soft launch just casually.
And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, we definitely want to give these people money."
So they
joined Fanboy Prime. Thank you.
So this is our shout out to Fanboy Prime for being our first Patreon member joining.
Body of official bodies.
Yes.
So thank you.
So if we have a little community that we're booting up here, and actually anybody that joins, I'll say this because we didn't talk about it last time, but anybody that joins our stream. Topless is also more than welcome to join our little Discord community we're kind of putting together. You get a special Topless Society role. So, but yeah, just a quick shout out and thank you for participating in our nonsense. And if anybody else is interested in joining the boob, here's a little QR code. Go ahead and scan that and have at it.
Because we lean hard into all of the foolishness.
Yeah.
But in terms of other things that's being sold there, you have something coming up here, your book. So would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So when I was working on this, I started March 12th, 2020, the day I turned 50, and also the day that the earth shut down.
Right, yes.
Absolutely. And I was like, before that happened, I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm 50. I've got no plans for the day. How did I get to this point? I'm like, oh, I know how to wrap up my Leopold and Brink story by pulling like a Kurt Vonnegut and shoving myself in the story. And I'll just do an autobio because those comics still kind of sell. And I thought it was much easier to pitch that to publishers than Leopold and Brink. But as I was working on it, to me, it was Leopold and Brink number 5. And the story is essentially, I'm in my universe because the way that universe works is Brink studies the past to help design green cities of the future. And the way she does that is using like human avatars that navigate that simulation. And so I'd happen to be the simulation for the 2020s or whatever. And a character from that universe like interviews me and gets all of them to calibrate me as an avatar, asks like, what are your memories? I'm like, memories of what? She's like, your memories. And so it's just a straight autobio from that point. And it was really hard remembering my life for trauma reasons, of course, but I think I got a good, I think I kind of elegantly weaved my 54 years into 160 pages. And halfway through doing it, it's like I was researching it and doing a layout. I got like a stack of postcard sized index cards. That's the whole book. I had a seizure out of nowhere. Right over there. I fell on the floor. And it was such a weird seizure. It's, if you want me to describe it, I will. But I went to the doctor and she said, well, you need therapy. Oh, because I told her, hey, I thought I was having an anxiety attack, but when I kind of came to in a few minutes after chilling, I felt like the best I could find, like research, the word was depersonalized, where I wasn't in charge of myself and someone else, was. It took me forever. My neuro-onc didn't want to talk about it. My neurologist didn't want to talk about it. And their point of view was like, the brain is so complex. Yes, that's a rare side effect of what you had. It's called a deja vu aura seizure. But because of my GP saying, oh, you need to talk to a shrink about this. And I'm like, no, there's something physiological going, please just, she's like, okay, well, I'll do a blood test and a CT. And at that point, there was nothing to see. But 2 months later, do a little show and tell. Trigger warning if you have any brain stuff that you don't want to look at, or it's not gross.
Now's your time to close your eyes.
Yeah. They took this scan 2 months later.
Wow.
And from around 10,000, like a small amount of cells to that is glioblastoma, and it grows really fast. It's quite rare, but it's brutal, like fast. And then they cut that out of my head. It went super well. I got to rock this cool look for a couple weeks.
Wow.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah, right. I love that look.
That's very punk rock.
Right? And so that's 2 months into doing the book, and I'm like, wait, I have like the deadliest cancer on earth, and I have to finish. My first thought was, I better be able to finish the book. So I in fact did a YouTube thing called Brain Cancer versus Graphic Novel, just to kind of chart who's going to win the race here. I was convinced I had 4 months to live because, don't Google it, but the prognosis for glioblastoma is just 16 months at best. And they kept calling me young. You're lucky you're young. What are you talking about? But it turns out, like, for this kind of cancer, I'm quite young, because it normally hits 70s, 80s normally. But only 25% of us make it past a year. So I'm like, I've got less than a year to finish this. I thought 4 months. So I just rocketed through it. The style gets looser as you go, but I think I was on top of that, so it makes sense, and I'm very proud of it. Mm-hmm. And it's insane that I finished it, let alone I'm still alive. And so, like, my goal now is to spread this, not cancer, but get the word out about, because it's the end of my life's work in a way. If I've got, who knows how many, I just had another surgery for it, and that went well. They took out my right hippocampus this time because I was having daily seizures, not the fall to the floor kinds, but like weird, they're called aura seizures. And it was always triggered by emotion, like being a little nervous about coming on here definitely would have caused a seizure had I still had my right hippocampus. But that's a cool thing to Google. Like, what does not having a right hippocampus mean? Oh God, I'm fanboy prime. I'm really sorry. I hate bringing it up when that's somebody's real life, because it's just awful, terrible. I've just been so lucky. And, there's a lot of survivor's guilt around that, but I think when I'm funny about it or straight about it, I get the community that I'm part of appreciates it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when at some comic shows I've done, I do this like, oh, we want to hear the comics story or the brain story. And whenever I go into the brain thing, if people have problems with it, they're out of there. And I feel terrible. I'm like, God, I'm so sorry. I was wearing I used to wear this gear called the Optune device, and it was kind of like this. But they're just 4 stickers I put on my head.
Okay.
And it's an alternate treatment where it was shooting electricity back and forth at, I think it was 5, just a certain number of passes that create a frequency that screwed up mitosis in the cancer. And it's hard to test that device, but it's FDA approved, and I did live for 3 years. So I was methylated, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. That means my chemo was extra helpful. And 3 years is crazy with this disease. So I'm and now because of that second surgery recently, I'm like, oh, did I buy 3 more years? I do feel like I'll get to Des Moines. Like in the second year with this, I'm like, well, it's just, let me set my, see if I wake up, but I can't predict it anymore. So I'm back on we'll see. So I'm working on a new book with my sister. She was my caregiver throughout this experience. And whenever I tell stories, she's like, it didn't happen like that, because she was there the whole time. So we're doing a comic.
Like a good sister, because a good sister not only cares for you, but a good sister also tells you, no, that's not what happened.
She's a jerk. You're right. She's amazing. So we'll do like a comedy cancer book that tells the straight story, but from the caregiver's perspective, or at least the unreliable narrator and her perspective. So that should be a laugh riot. Yeah, feel free to ask anything about that, because I love talking about it.
Well, I'm going to ask an unhinged question here.
Oh, great.
And my unhinged question is, because I've thought about this, is like, if I had cancer, or if I had to have something removed, like say I need to lose a kidney or something like that, I would want to keep it. I would probably name it. I'd want to keep it. I want it in a jar of formaldehyde that I would like, because I would want to be buried with it too. Like I would really, I want to. So did you do anything weird like that? Did you try and save it?
It's funny. My sister's former boss really loves grotesque, full stop. So I would love to have had a little piece for him. I mean, he's got some really creepy shit, but it turns out that they study this stuff with these biopsies and chunks, and that was a lot. I think so they save it for 10 years.
Oh,
and it's also how they figured out, like, oh, chemo's going to be all the genetic tests and stuff, but they use it for research, and so I would give them more. What am I doing? I'm not using it. I mean, my cat, I would have loved to have, I wanted all his bones.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, I recently had to put down a dog. She was 17 years old. Actually, how long?
She was.
I'd say recently, because I still will once a week still cry over this dog.
Oh, I'm with you.
It was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, and so we have I built a little shrine in our bedroom, and I'm like, if I trusted myself, I would probably try to scoop out a little bit of rashes and put it in a little thing and carry it in my pocket. But more than likely, what would happen is I would just spill it everywhere.
Yes,
and I would never.
Her nails, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh well, I do have So I like these weird little things, right? So I do. So I was cleaning out the closet, and I have all of Penny's little baby dog.
Oh my god!
I have all the dog teeth, because the dogs when they're chewing, I have this little bag of dog teeth.
I did not know that you kept her dog teeth. It's actually unusual, because most of the time they just swallow them.
I just got all the little dog teeth.
Oh, great.
Have you ever worried about yourself?
I worry about her all the time.
All the time.
I'm not. I don't. I mean, it's kind of weird, but we're humans. We're like, what's this? What's that? How do I, hoard this, hoard that?
I mean, that's what this whole show is about too.
Right.
We are your hoarding podcast.
We are your hoarding guests. Normally, because we're asking people about their collections, and they've got some sort of
I'm just gonna put in a quick little plug here. So the QR code up here in this corner will take you to the comic book if you are interested in pre-ordering it.
Yes.
Yeah,
so I just want to call that out for people so they know what that is. But I'm also going to.
You can also pre-order at your local comic store or any bookstore or whatever.
Oh.
No, that's awesome.
But there's a link in the chat too.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hoarding. So normally when we have people on here, they all have some sort of large collection. You know, it's a comic collection or some sort of action figure collection or toys or whatever. Like, did you have anybody like in your family that were like hoarders? Were you a hoarder? What did you hoard? Besides,
I hoarded comics. Like, I destroyed a Volkswagen or like a Porsche 914, a little pancake car, by trying to drive 6 long boxes of comics across the country. And I destroyed that car. And that was like nothing. I had hundreds of them. It was just ridiculous. And it was clearly just like, you know, like every hoarding is like I'm missing something and this fills that hole.
Right.
And, you know, well, in my case, it was that.
I have a very large hole and I have not figured out what fills it yet. I keep jamming things in it.
Yeah, no, it's unfillable. Depending on the trauma.
I might have an infinite hole. We're going to be talking about it here.
You're going to be way more popular now.
This is not that type of podcast.
Like if anybody's curious to see what could possibly fill my hole, like let's go down that route.
Oh, now I want to read that. Oh, thank you so much, Fanboy Prime.
Yeah, I'm really excited because, well, I'm gonna copy one way or another, but you know, if you have met the Des Moines Con, I'm gonna make you sign my copy.
Yes.
So
yes,
if you charge extra, that's fine. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Like
that's fine.
Whatever
just for you.
Rob,
what started your hole? Like what
started my hole? Oh, so when I was born, I came out.
Your mom definitely smoked through the whole pregnancy. Let's say that. Let's start there.
Yeah, my parents probably, my mom probably smoked drink through the whole pregnancy, so that's probably where the hole started.
And
in vitro,
because you were a preemie.
I was preemie. I was born 3 pounds 13 ounces.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. So my hole started
missing half of
on a micro size.
Yes. Yes. And then you had you lost your house in the flood and
so I come from probably like a history of hoarders. So like my grandma, and alcoholics. My grandma was in like the Great Depression, and whatever, right? So like she was a farmer. She had like soybean farm, potatoes farm. Like she was.
But let's talk.
Sorry. Anyway, so like she hoarded stuff, right? My mom, like inherently, my mom hoarded stuff. But yeah, like I was in the in '93, we had a flood here, and like I lost like everything in that. Okay. And so as an adult, like I think I've had just kind of a few things here and there until I met this one.
Well, yes.
And then she was like, "I want all your hopes and dreams to come true, so you do whatever you want." And so like it started off as just like one, like I had one transformer.
Well, no, when you moved in, you had one carload.
I have like a car.
One vehicle load because past life.
Yeah.
And then you had one transformer in this carload, and then you tried to ask me,
and I was like, because Hasbro started a new line that went along with a Netflix show. And they were kind of based off of like the original 80s, loosely based off. I say loosely. It's not so much the current live action stuff, but more so the 80s cartoon kind of look. And so we were in Target one day, and I was like, "Hey, can I buy this? Like, you care?" And she was like, "No, go ahead." And I was like, "Okay." And so I was like, "Well, he needs somebody to battle." Like, it was an Optimus Prime, so you need somebody to battle. So Megatron, right? I was like, "Well, but then they each need friends." Because it can't just be like an infinite 2-person battle. And then so 2 turned into 4 turned to 8, and then 8 turned into 800.
Real hard. Really
I was into G.I. Joe fighting each other.
Yeah.
But it never occurred to me that they needed a community. Like it was just always one-on-one.
Yeah.
Plenty. Interesting. Wait, what year were you both 12?
Oh, we would have been, because we were both born in 1980, so we would have been 12 and 90. Was it 97?
You do the math. Don't look at me.
97.
both an 80, so 92.
Or sorry, 85. Sorry, 85. So it would have been
Okay.
yeah. Sorry.
I don't even know what toys were in stores at that point.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Playmates
Oh, right.
was what I grew up on. There would whatever Playmates was making at the time, some Barbies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Playmates to go along with the 90s cartoon, early 80s, 90s cartoon. He-Man, Master of the Universe stuff, I would imagine too.
I didn't get new toys.
Power Rangers got really big for a while.
Yeah, I just don't
Wasn't
know.
there an X-Men cartoon or something?
Oh yeah, X-Men got up there. There was a X-Men cartoon, and I had a few X-Men figures. Toy Biz. There's a Spider-Man animated series, and I had a few of those.
American Girl dolls. I did get American Girl dolls.
That's
Yeah. That was when they were first released. And then when I was real poor as an adult, I had to sell off my original American Girl dolls. Sorry, Mom, if you ever listen to this, but I needed to buy food. So
you could have eaten the dolls.
Yeah, I couldn't eat the dolls.
I mean, you could have, but they probably wouldn't have been as
not have
nutritious.
worked out.
Probably wouldn't win better than coming out. But
oh goodness.
His grandma was John Steinbeck.
I have another unhinged question. We both work from home, so we try and take like walks around lunch. We're like, what sort of unhinged question could we ask here? And this came up in our lunch walk yesterday, and it was like, if we had like a hole in our head and we could fill it with anything, what would we put in that place? And I'm just we both came up with our own idea, but like, what would you put? Yeah. Yes. So if you could put anything in that slot there besides the brain again, what would that thing be?
I can't put more brain.
You can't put more brain, but like, what would you slot in there?
I mean, yeah, I guess the internet, like a router.
That's a way better answer than mine.
Yeah.
So those like little plastic eggs that you get like for Easter, they put Easter candy and stuff. I'd take one of those
Kinder toy.
Yeah, but I would put like a
You'd
little.
Never know it was in the toy, in the egg.
I put like a little dinosaur, but no, I would put like get one of the plastic ones and put like a little dinosaur, like fossil in it.
You're not putting chocolate in your head.
No. But actually, the chocolate, that's a good idea. So it's like,
Well, actually, it'd be better if it went to like your nostril and you sneezed and like you had a jelly bean that would like come out of your nose.
That you could eat without anyone
finding I was thinking like the next time, like if I had like a scan or X-ray, then it's like, it'd be like an egg growing inside with like a dinosaur in it. It's like, be like, wait a minute, do you have a dinosaur growing in your head? Like that's what I.
That's interesting. Something grow. Oh God. Well, I would die. We would all die instantly if that.
Yeah.
As soon as it's. Yeah, mine's here. Can I share that again? I love that.
Yeah.
So like,
we are now your brain podcast.
Yes, it's now your science podcast.
I do scans every couple months, and my neuro-oncologist is like, you're fine. You're fine. He said you're fine for almost 3 years, and you just wait for the day. It says, well, something, and this guy so like stayed. I could tell when he wasn't kind of, something had happened. So I took the scan that he just looked at, and that white stuff is new tumor.
Mm.
Yeah, that looks like a hand, as people have pointed out.
Oh yeah.
It kind of does.
Isn't it cool? Like a creature of the Black Lagoon. And so as a cartoonist, this cracks me up every time I see it, but that's the before. Shit. And that's the after. So yeah, I do have a big hole in my head.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Like, well, are the neurons gonna whatever? And they're like, no, that's just filled with cerebral spinal fluid, which will never let anything grow in there. Not nasty. I'm like, oh, whatever. Can I still play football? I'm like, I shouldn't. But
so my great grandmother. I was blessed that I got to spend time with with a lot of her siblings.
Wow.
It was very cool. So she had this one sister.
Yeah, her family has very good genes.
I have good genes.
I have not good genes.
The stories they probably have. God.
This great aunt of mine, she she would tell me this story about how like she loved when she was in like her 80s and 90s because she could act as crazy as she wanted. Everybody just thought she was senile. Because like you can do whatever you want when you're old. Like, people just assume like you're just a little crazy. Like, is there anything like that you've just been able to lean into where you've just like milked it a little bit and you've just been like, oh, well, I'm missing part of my brain. Like, it's fine. Like, have you leaned into the crazy and used that ever from that perspective?
I wish. Because of my past, I've always wanted people to be nicer to me. So I'm like, oh, no, they have to be, but definitely not true. Well, Ben, your guest last time, super sweetheart, he gives me tables. I shouldn't say that, but he's very generous. He's tabling with me out of sympathy, and I don't lean into that, but I'm like very, very grateful. And getting on planes when I had the Optune thing. Oh yeah, they let me go first. I'm like, oh, good idea, because I could see at any time. I definitely leaned into that. Otherwise, it seems, it is gross, but it also, I don't have that personality where I'm like, but I have brain cancer. Give me some extra helpings.
You're looking at me because you know how I am. Yeah, and I'm like, I would lead with that. I'd be like, hey, any situation, I'd be like, we go out to dinner, be like, hey, just so you know, there's a missing section here. What can you give me?
Well, on that note, as far as the whole, because they took out my right hippocampus, I can't make long-term memories without a lot of effort. Mm-hmm. So if somebody, I can never have to remember some names or appointments or anything. And they're like, oh, because you have a hole in your head. Like, yeah, that's fine.
So, well, I'm kind of curious with this. Like, when you say long-term memories, like what is a long-term memory? I guess like what.
Well, so the right hippocampus, it deals with bringing in sense data, mostly like emotional and visual and spatial and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it decides, like, it keeps it in your frontal, like holding memory. And then the hippocampus decides, like, okay, this is worth keeping long term. And then it shoves it into the fuck's it called? The cerebellum, where long term is stored. Mm. So it's like a receptionist who, like, no, you don't get this meeting, or yeah, I'll put it in the calendar.
I guess I'm more so asking, like, so are you gonna remember that we did this, or
yeah, when we see you in like 3 weeks,
or like can we pretend like this didn't happen and be like, hey, you want to come and join us and like talk about this again and promote your content?
That would convince me, but like I'll remember this because I'm using other parts to grab it. One thing they all said was like, oh, because you're a cartoonist and you're clever and blah blah blah, you have all kinds of redundancies built into your brain that are doing the work that the right, whatever. They weren't worried about, but because I was seizing every day, it just stopped that, and like life is so much better now. It was the only I also was allergic to my chemo, not allergic, but I had one of the rare side effects is itch, and I had just a miserable. It's called pruritus for like 8 months. I was like, I'm ready. If I'm gonna die soon, just like, don't be ridiculous. I'm like, okay. And we found it was the chemo when the chemo was wearing off. I'm like, oh, I'm no longer. Oh, okay. It was the chemo, and now I'm back on chemo. So like, if you see me going like this, it's just the CBD or whatever that fights it.
Like, it just feels good. It's okay. No, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I think your story is like really impressive.
Yeah,
I don't have a strong will. Like, if it happened to me, I'd just be like, well, it was a good run. Like, I don't even know. I'd be like,
I had those days.
I have nothing to contribute. We've talked about kind of that frequently. Is like, if anything major happens to us, like, we don't want extraordinary measures to happen, right? And like. And so I don't know, like, I mean, if there's a solution, like I would go for it, right? But like in a general sense, so I just think like it's very impressive, right?
I mean, you're beating the odds. To your point, like that's wild.
I mean, it's not me, but thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's
I
a
would
little
love to
bit of
take
it.
credit 'cause
Too. Like, I mean,
what
you have to. I think you have to have a desire. Like, there has to be something there, right? Like, there has
I
to be
mean,
a
they
little.
told me early on a good attitude really matters. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, right. But that seems to be like what, because my dark humor is just, there's no ceiling anymore. And that's really helped.
Yeah.
It's helped with other. I worked for that sticker company for a while. I'm off it now, so they fired me. But I was talking to other users or people that want to try. That was incredible, and I feel like that did some good. But otherwise, I'm just my what's that?
Did you ever think about like tattooing your head, like when you had the hair shaved?
Well,
Like,
the problem is I had such a cool scar, and now it's just gone. So yeah, I'm thinking of that.
I mean,
yeah, and they did this giant question mark cut.
Huh.
Oh, on the picture of me with the staples. So when I went to meet my surgeon, he removes them. It was the first time I was consciously talking to him, sort of. I do remember he said when he showed me that first picture of the giant tumor, he goes, "Lucky you came in. You only had a day and a half to live."
Wow.
Okay, let's do it. So maybe just saying yes to everything is I can credit. But when I came into his office, he's like, "Oh, hey, how you been moving?" I'm like, "I do a little dance for me." I'm fine. What do you mean? It's like, "Oh, I thought you'd be paralyzed on the left." Fuck, dude. Nice to meet you too.
Wow.
Oh, and at that point, I just assumed it was cancer, but we didn't know yet. And so he's taking out the staples, and his head's right here, and I'm like, "So was it cancer?" He's like, "Unfortunately, yes, the worst kind, the one that killed Kennedy." And I'm like, "What part of the conspiracy is that?" Let a madman cut my head open.
Wait, was it a bullet? Like, was this now that's
Eventually he said Ted Kennedy's was in the same spot too. I'm like, "Oh, Ted Kennedy." I didn't know that he had died of that.
No, I didn't know that
I
either.
didn't know either. Oh.
Yeah, so it just sounded so nuts, especially after the paralyzed part. What sucked is when I had seizures, I would go paralyzed on the left, and I do not recommend that. It's just the worst feeling. Ugh.
Yeah, I had this.
So
the Alzheimer's thing is getting me because my grandma, she had Alzheimer's real bad.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
And no, it's fine. She
that's why I'm so lucky.
It was very like she passed away right before the pandemic in 2020. So like it was a blessing that she passed when she did. But
intubation sucks.
Oh God, like the idea, I mean, she was a very like tiny little woman, and like the idea of her trying to like, and she got very violent and awful like at the end there because of Alzheimer's. But what like was the reason I remember that, and with what you're talking about the paralyzing, she was the baby of the family. She had 4 girls. And she was last one. And so she one of her sisters had had a stroke, and she was paralyzed on one side of her body. This is so terrible. I shouldn't say this, but that woman was the worst. Like her sister, like Louise, like was the most awful human.
And was
like,
she also like breaking down?
I mean, she's so awful. She had a deaf son, and she would hit her deaf son with her cane because he wasn't listening. It's like, he's deaf. Like, he can't hear you. What is wrong with you? But like, she somehow, like, after she had the stroke and went paralyzed on one side of the body, she somehow got a little nicer. And like, sometimes
the brain is magic,
right? Like, the brain is magic. Like, you can go and be abusive to like your deaf kid for years.
That's an awful story, but it's kind of hilarious. Yeah.
My last memory of her is her like cursing out in church her deaf son, my deaf cousin Greg.
I like that you're just laughing at this.
Well, because it's in church, and like, what sort of human being does that? Curses out your deaf son for not listening to you?
I mean, she probably did her whole life to all her kids.
To everybody. Oh, Aunt Louise.
It's like, is she British? That sounds very like British humor.
She was. They were Scotch Irish. I was told every St. Patrick's Day we wore orange.
Wow.
They were those.
She's one of those people.
She was one of those people. Yep.
It's very funny. Not in this latest.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
I know.
Where do you go from that one, Sarah?
I know. Poor Aunt Louise. We should do.
I like the unhinged ones. It's
It
good.
is. We should do some wheel questions. Let's bring up the wheel.
Okay. Well,
Let's do that.
I was just trying to look at notes here real quick to see if you put anything else weird in there.
I don't think I put anything
Yeah.
else weird in there. So we do
Yeah.
this wheel of questions, and it's just however it's a wild assortment, and
So we have 3 different wheels.
oh yeah, we do.
We have a generic wheel that just has some random stuff that is composed of like random stuff. We have a fuck, marry, kill wheel.
Oh,
And
can
then
we do
we
them
all-
all?
Yeah, we also have a would you rather wheel.
So
So-
you have a preference on the wheel.
Isn't there?
I mean, I'd like to answer every single one on every wheel.
Done. Let's see. I thought there was like a spin all button, but we'll go with
Is there an indicator on YouTube like they are too bored for this? Do something.
Yeah, it's when we end the stream.
Oh, I heard this on a video I watched of yours just hours ago, and I think I agree with the answer that was given. McFarlane, of course. I mean, I don't know if it still exists. But
McFarlane.
that guy, gross. Sadly, the toys are gorgeous, so like it's such a double-edged.
So
I
I
remember.
guess is there a problem with Todd that I don't know about?
Oh no, I don't know him either, but
Oh, okay.
he's
Like,
isn't he kind of a manosphere, right
I
wing.
Oh, I
thing?
don't know. I don't
See,
know anything about him.
I'm very good at not knowing anything about anybody,
Yeah.
and so
That's smart these days. I mean,
and I don't
if
even
that's
pretend.
wrong. I apologize.
I don't even pretend. But now I'm curious because now I'm gonna have to make a note. To
Yeah.
look into
Now we're
this.
gonna look into this. How
Um,
people's-
because this could be
I'm like,
the
what
next.
sort of
I know
weird
you're
do
like
you
now
believe in
you're
now?
itching now. You're like, oh, what can I dig?
But
up?
I'm one of those
Yeah.
like fuck Stan Lee types, so probably don't listen to me.
Sorry, entertain while.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What
I
is
just
this?
don't
I'm
know.
done.
I don't know
You're off.
anybody's like personal
Yeah.
stuff here.
I mean, honestly, like I would go the same route for McFarlane just because I don't know, man. Like I have a few McFarlane toys and I keep wanting better from them. And they every time I pick one up, they disappoint me. Like the last one I picked up was a Power Girl and like super cute drawing on the box. Like she looks really good. And then the face on the figure is just hideous.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm
Because
just
I like
this
the
is-
Beatles ones, the simplified designs.
Oh, okay. I think it probably depends. Maybe I should say like I would just get rid of the DC McFarlane line. Let's just get specific
Oh, interesting.
because I don't know. I just it's his toy suck. Yeah.
I mean, I wish the Darwin Cook look was every toy.
I would.
Oh.
We'll get rid of Hot Wheels and make
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Hmm.
The Hot Wheels in there. I never actually thought about that because I don't know.
Ooh, or edible Hot Wheels. That sounds good.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought he meant. Little
Edible.
chocolate, like Kit Kats.
That's not a bad idea. And then make popcorn as I watch all the chaos unfold.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, people like Hot
there is a
Wheels.
lot of like Hot Wheels fanatics. Actually, it's funny because like so locally, a lot of our stores they don't seem to have like a lot of toys, and so there's a lot of people that do like toy hunts and stuff. And will go looking for things. Anytime we're there, I'm like, there's nothing in any store.
But also,
But what there always is somebody buying Hot Wheels.
always.
There's always somebody like carrying around like 50 Hot Wheels, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Weird.
I just
I don't
wouldn't.
know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
And my horrible uncle like invested in them.
Really?
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, you don't buy anything for like an investment. Like if you end up buying
No.
it and then you end up like being done with it, like you're never buying something with the idea of selling
No,
it.
if I ever buy it, sometimes I'll buy like more of one thing, and it's just because I like it so much, and I'm just like, what if I break it? I need a backup.
I've definitely
Like this
been
sound
there.
wave here, I have two of this. I have this one here. This is my backup in box, but then I have one open on the shelf just in case. I'm like, but I've never broken anything.
I know,
But
you
I
just
just-
need it for
I
your
don't know.
own
Oh, you
sanity.
could lose it.
Yeah, I'm just like, what if I lose it? Well, what if it's on the shelf and then I come down here
Well,
tomorrow
if
and
it's
it's
rare,
on the
especially,
shelf?
I'll get multiple. Yeah, there was a French, I think Burger King in France, in the Happy Meal had a French one or had a Wonder Woman that I loved. I'm like, oh my god, it's so hard to get. How do I get a few of them so I can? Man, that's something I would have still had, but
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
God knows where that is.
What was it? Was it Burger? Who had the little books that they put in the?
Oh,
yeah.
It was
like Simpsons
Harder.
toys, wasn't
It
it?
was Hardee's. Hardee's had like the little
Really?
like.
Does Hardy still exist?
I don't know. Do they still exist? I haven't seen a Hardee's in so long.
There's
There
no
was-
West Coast.
One that I knew of.
There was one in Miami I went to.
Oh.
I did
Yeah.
one of my first drawings at like in 1978.
I loved those golden books. I mean, again, I'm that sort of like nerd, that sort of whatever geek or nerd, whatever the translation is there.
It depends if you're talking about collecting them or studying them.
Well, I was excited to like have them. I like the little things, and having to be a book too was incredible. I'm sure most kids were like, "Nah, I'm going to go to McDonald's so I can have a toy. I don't want this stupid book."
So Hardee's does still exist. There's one, at least by us. There's one a couple miles away.
Oh, well, that's good.
I miss the cups they used to do, like the glasses for Star Wars or whatever.
Oh yeah, those were so good. Those were great. I used to have.
Talk about lawsuits now, but
All right, you can't send that stuff out anymore. Somebody did Ninja Turtle glasses one time. I can't remember if it was. That might have been a McDonald's one. I used to have a set of those. Oh, Garfield, and they did Garfield. Somebody did Garfield ones. They're like short little.
I vaguely remember the Garfield.
Those
ones.
are my favorites. I had a bunch of those as a kid, and I love those.
The voice actors of the Ninja Turtles are going to be at the DwayneCon, right?
For the.
I heard about that. Yeah, I have no connection to Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they suck. That's an inside joke because I had a lot of Ninja Turtles as a child. Inside for me because nobody else knows because
you never talk about it at all.
Because I don't talk about it at all.
All right. Which wheel are we going with next? Are we going to stay on the
I'm
same one?
gonna let it be a surprise because I changed it behind the scenes. So
okay. Oh.
This is the fuck, marry, kill.
Weird. Interesting.
This
You got to fuck drums, of course. I would marry a keyboard. That's hard.
I don't know how we came up with this one.
I mean, it's interesting, but it's too easy for the fuck. So maybe I should marry the drums.
I mean, there's one that definitely has a hole. Like you don't have to get creative.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought you were going to ask. Yeah, my meds have destroyed my abilities.
I would probably kill off the keyboard. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Like, keyboards are okay, but
why the keyboard, man?
I mean, you can reproduce anything with a computer nowadays, including keyboard sounds.
But you need the keyboard to do that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like,
I would keep the keyboard.
I don't know. So when I think of keyboard, I think of like an 80s synthesizer, and 80s is like the only genre of music that like there's only a small subset that I enjoy.
Oh, I like the synthesizer. I think that's
I was a fan.
I know, like I'm
voted off the island.
That's fine. Like I'm the only I'm the only person that like
No. We hated it in the 80s, but then that was pretty fun.
Like I enjoy some 80s rock and a little bit of 80s pop, but like I don't know, in large.
What's 80s rock?
Like
Van Halen?
See, I'm not
or
actually
the hair bands.
I am not. I would say more hair bands. I'm not really.
So we had.
Actually, I would, if we're gonna do anything, I would prefer like 70s rock over 80s rock. Like if we could just skip over
no comparison.
Yeah.
So we got married last year, and we didn't need anything. Thank you. We were already living like we had our house, we had like everything.
Oh, wow.
We didn't need anything, and so we were like, what would be really funny? Like, because that's what people do for their wedding registry. Like, wouldn't it be funny? If
that's how all of our things start? Actually, it's like, wouldn't it be fun?
Good attitude.
Wouldn't it be funny? And I'm like, it would. And now we're here.
And so our wedding registry, we were like, we don't need anything. Like, but if you would like to give us money, we would like a custom song by this band who I just happen to be drinking out of like one of their glasses right now, Steel Panther. And they are like.
Are you familiar with Steel Panther? But
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, they are. It's obnoxious.
So they are a band that formed in the 2000s, but the music they make is like 80s like metal.
And they have like wigs that they wear.
They basically
of,
wear
like,
costumes on
fake-
stage.
Yeah, it just
all
I
of
love
their
that.
songs
Okay.
are basically about sex.
yes.
But they're very
Like Kiss? They look like Kiss?
they don't do like face paint, but like
okay.
yeah, like they kind of like got the big hair and like
Right.
tight leather pants and
Yes.
things like that.
And they have one song called 17 Girls in a Row.
Where it's about having sex with 17 girls in a row.
And they invite
They're
17
rock and
women on
rollers.
stage
Yeah.
to like, dance while they're singing the song.
It's like all the like their
So
songs
80s.
are basically like comedy songs in a sense, but like I don't know. Like
So-
they're very
Spinal Tap.
very raunchy. Like, but I don't know.
But for our wedding thing, if people could donate money for us to buy, because they do a custom song. So
Oh,
you could donate to us to have a custom song. We didn't quite make it in terms of like the donation, so we've not actually pulled the trigger on it. But
We've kind of.
But I think we're probably gonna do it here soon.
Yeah,
you still haven't? Wow. Okay.
we've saved up for it. We have the money now. Like we just put a little bit
What an
away.
anniversary present.
I mean, the anniversary is
Yes.
this month, 5/25. Yeah, we got 5/25. 5/25/25 was the day we got married because I'll never forget that. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. It's an easy one to remember. But yeah, their band name, like one of their drummer's name is Sticks It In Ya.
Like STIX, like
It's just
like,
so stupid.
if you like 80s metal and you like inappropriate lyrics, like they're fun, right? Like
they're a good time. They're a really good time. They've got.
But the thing is, they actually put on a really good show. They're very energetic, and for what they do, they do what they do, right? Like, and I think they do it pretty well. And
Yes.
So I applaud anybody that commits to the bit, and so, I don't know.
Is this very Des Moines kind of music?
They're
from California. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're from your area. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was a sound of Des Moines, what would you say?
Oh, sounded Des Moines.
I don't want to get in trouble for.
Oh, yes. I mean, it would probably be country.
Oh,
No, it would not.
It would totally be country.
What's that? It would be.
Wouldn't it be that the girl he listens to, Sabrina
Carpenter?
I don't think it would be Sabrina Carpenter, but I wish that for you.
Yeah, I wish. So I think Des Moines. I think Iowa has two sounds, and you have Des Moines, and then you have the rest of Iowa.
Yeah, the rest of Iowa is country. It's very country.
I would say that in large, like most of Iowa's country. Des Moines is very. I don't know the word to say to not sound.
And so they like to think we're bougie.
That's not
bougie from like a rural area.
Yeah. Wow.
If there's nothing I can think of to say that would not get me in trouble with somebody. So
I retract the question.
I'll keep thinking about it and see if I can come up with a good example.
All right. In the meantime, we will do another question here.
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone to know to have access to your internet history?
I don't think they can handle the thoughts. So yeah.
I mean, trick question. Everyone does have access to your internet history because you're being monitored all the time.
If you're on the internet.
I think it would be quite entertaining, so that,
See,
maybe redundant, but yeah.
I do. Actually, I don't really have a really sketchy internet history because actually, no, that's a lie. My internet history is only sketchiness because so I'm not a person that gets like shocked very easy. And so sometimes I'm just like, what can I find today that might make me be like, I wish I didn't find that.
Oh,
and
wow.
like, I'm just like,
that's
what?
a terrifying history.
It's so bad.
I'm just like, what? I just need something to feel a little alive today.
What is
And
wrong
the
with
FBI have
you?
never visited you.
I don't go that side of the fence.
Okay.
No.
No, I think what gets you
I
is
don't
you
go
go,
that.
you start going to rabbit holes. You're like, what is this? And like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to learn more about this. And then you end up in like some
I
sort
just-
of dark
Yeah,
area.
my research tactics are not very good, and so like it just an average internet query. You go to page 2 of Google and it's free for all, right? Like that's where you get the links of nothing that's related. And I'm like, let's click on this and see where it takes you. It's like,
You
I
don't
mean,
use the Gemini.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
so.
I mean, I would.
But my internet history is my train of thought, all of my thoughts.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I mean, you send so many reels.
only do, yeah.
It's fun.
I just want you to know who I am.
I definitely know who you are. We have spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, we do.
I just don't think, if I was gonna, the problem with that question for me is like you can read all of my thoughts on my face. I feel like I'm very
Yeah.
transparent. I'm very like, emotional here, and you can see if I exactly what I'm thinking. Let people read my thoughts and probably discontinue my events.
I'm lost in a vacuum. Right.
Reels are my love language.
They are your love
I know.
language.
Oh,
They are your hope.
this is gonna happen someday. Someday I'm gonna hit it, and it's just they're all gonna go.
Oh, you haven't done that yet?
I haven't, surprisingly, and I am a very
Yeah,
clumsy
amazing.
person.
You are. You are.
Like we recently have reconfigured a little bit. Okay, so like a little behind the scenes information is we have to like set this up every week. Like this is like in the middle of a room, because it has a nice backdrop, right? And I keep trying to convince this one because we have like a guest room that when her parents or family come and stay, they'll sleep in it. And I'm just like, what if we just convert that into a thing so we don't have to set this up every time? And so,
Nope.
but it's like, so because when we started this, I didn't know how long it would go for until we really started on a budget. And so it's like every month I kind of buy like a little something new to upscale a little bit. But the boxes used to be much closer. And there were several almost accidents where I was just like, bam. And so we got a little bit of room now. I can fit a keyboard here and a cup.
Yeah.
For solid. So
That's one of my hippocampus problems. I'm constantly shouldering door jams, and I'm really nervous I'm going to just knock over half of our house. So if I was there, that would be all on the floor. Like I move like a cat, I guess.
So you have like a spatial problem then?
Yeah,
Like
that thing is in charge of kind of spatial awareness, not in 100%, but I just assume, well, this is my house. I know how to get around and just constantly. It's weird.
I feel like you have an excuse though. Like I just run into door frames all the time.
I'm just like,
I have no spatial awareness.
No,
None.
like she doesn't.
Weird.
It's actually funny.
An MRI.
now that you mention it, like somebody hadn't been to the doctor in like 10 years.
I know,
so
but
fine.
It's not him?
No, not me.
That's
Oh
bad.
no, he
I
just goes
go-
to the doctor like every 5 minutes. He's like, oh, I stubbed my toe. I need to
That
go to
is
the doctor.
not true. First of
Didn't
all,
you say you're 40 though?
I mean, it had been a bit.
yeah,
You got to go.
I-
Yeah.
I just,
she has went recently.
yeah.
Okay.
And so
I don't know.
I had to force my sister's husband to put it in his vow when I married them that he'll finally go to the doctor.
Just like my grandpa did not go to the doctor last time. So
this is the problem: is she's really stubborn and her family lives a long time.
and so
Yeah,
like
farmers
my grandpa,
don't trust farmers.
this grandpa farmer, he had not gone to the doctor since he had gotten out of military service in 50 something, and then he had not gone to the doctor
45.
until like 2010, something like that. So like he just
And then he went to the
it's
doctor
hard.
and they're just like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So
great.
I have these like, it's hard.
You have these unrealistic
I do.
expectations.
But was he like, take that?
Pretty
Yes.
much, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's like
Good,
the most
great.
stubborn guy.
Oh, he is. I'm trying to do math here.
He's
His name-
alive?
Yes,
Oh yeah, he lives at home. He was
by
born in-
himself.
He was
Wow.
born in night.
He's like 97.
Hold on. I'm trying to do the math. 19.
Amazing.
He was born in 1922. Is that right?
Wow.
I didn't know he's on my
No,
grandpa.
29. Sorry, no, 1929. And
Amazing.
so what would the math be on that? Help me, internet.
Right,
Help me
98.
people in the comments. Yeah.
98.
So he'll be, yeah, he's getting there.
Yeah.
He still lives at home
By himself.
by himself. Yeah.
Works an iPad.
Yeah. He thinks it's called
Amazing.
an iPod. He's very confused. When all the news about the iPod was going away, he was like, I feel so lucky that I have this. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, that's
That's
incredible. Wow.
But
Are you
he's
ready
sharp.
to live with her that long?
I mean, no, I'll be gone way before that. Like most people in my family, like, you know, we'll be lucky if we make it to 65. The difference is, I guess most of my relatives are just they are alcoholics and chain
Smokers.
smokers. So
Yeah.
like, you know, heart attacks get them. You know,
Yeah.
like,
now it's fine.
and I don't.
I'll be on a third husband.
Whatever.
I
Whatever makes you happy. I don't care. I'll be.
don't know why this would make you feel better, but I'm not going to make 60. So there's that.
I mean, I'll be lucky too, probably. I don't know. Last time, like that's it. Last time I went to the doctor, like a high blood pressure, got high cholesterol. Like I thought,
Oh,
like,
no.
what, like for now, like I was trying to think of what else he was like wrong. I
You
don't know.
don't take your shirt off enough.
Podcast.
He just wants me to take all these pills. I'm like, I fought cholesterol pills for years, and like because I'm like, no, like I can fix this. I can change diet and whatever else. And every time I went in, they checked. It just kept going up and up and up. And the last time, like it was like almost 3, whatever the bad cholesterol is. It was like a 300 and something.
I know.
Like and
And
he's
then
like,
I was like, fine, whatever.
he
You
was
do
like
what you
looking
want
at
with your
me,
money.
and he's like, bro, like you're gonna have a heart attack in 5 years if like you don't do this. I'm like, sometimes you just it's genetic and you can't change anything to fix it. And I'm like,
I mean,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
So
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We're gonna change the subject to
sorry.
something.
I don't know.
more
I
fun.
like the mortality. I'm just like,
Oh, you know what I would love is for a community to do a Deadpool on me. Because I was going to call my tour like the "Which signing will he die at" tour, and just that's what I want to do till I die. Like try to tour this all my Leopold and Brink books.
yeah.
And you know, eventually somebody's going to win. But I won't
I mean,
win on the pool.
I mean, if that's a real wish, like,
Like,
we can figure out how to make it happen for you.
I mean, I know it's super dark, but it's fun. It's a fun way to deal with it too. Like, oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
And
that
also,
guy
you're
who's
never
going to
gonna
die.
you're never gonna get Alzheimer's. Like that's pretty cool.
I could.
Well, I mean,
but
you
I-
could, I guess,
It's
potentially.
not my family, and yeah, I won't. I barely use my what's left anyway.
Me too, and I have most of mine. I think
I don't know about that.
it's rough.
Do we want to do another wheel question?
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, let's do
This
another
is this is not my show.
It
Like,
is not. That is accurate. This
I
is not your
I
show.
just sit here and I click the buttons.
Yes, you
for
do.
everybody.
You do what I ask.
I know. That's how.
You're both doing great. It's really fun.
That's how it works.
This is what marriage is.
Fanboy Prime is very funny. Oh, sorry. What's something you're looking for? Oh,
It's something you.
everything. Jeez. That's interesting. I didn't realize it, but I'm super competitive, and I thought like, oh, that's not my thing at all. I'm trying to be like anti the masculine, but I just can't help it. Even like, I have the worst cancer. I'd have been really disappointed if it wasn't like, oh,
Like no, you just got the mediocre kind. Like they're
Yeah.
like,
So this is a terrible. Well, I love the story, but when I did radiation, there's like a waiting room full of other cancer folk, and we of course all get to know each other, and it's friendly and lovely. And we all ask each other what cancer we're getting zapped for. And when it was established that I had the granddaddy cancer, I was kind of in charge of welcoming new people. And I don't know how I did this, but they would come in. I'm like, oh, hey, sorry you're here, but blah, blah, welcome. And what do you got? And if they said anything that was curable or easy, whatever, I would go like, oh, you've got bullshit cancer. Awesome. And they would crack up, thank God. And then it would just really bond us tighter. And
Right.
yeah,
So-
so there's no such thing, but some are easier than others.
so is that how it works? Is the person like with the worst cancer gets to be the welcoming committee?
Yeah, I guess we established that. That's law
Oh.
now.
Well, because if you suck, like it's fine. You won't be there as long.
I just felt the boldest, like, I'm probably gonna die in a couple days.
Actually, does that make you more fearless? Like,
Oh
just
yeah,
knowing
oh,
that you're
yeah.
fucked? Like, you're just like,
Not
whatever.
crazy, but yeah, I give no fucks anymore, which is very wonderful. I was all fucks before.
I waver, man, like on a day-to-day basis. Like it's either all or none, to be honest. Like but
It's because we're sensitive.
yeah, I know.
You're
It's
sensitive a
true.
little bit.
I'm a sensitive guy. Like
You are the
know,
girl.
like if I'm walking down the street and like somebody like is doing some improper behavior, I got no fucks. Like they're gonna hear what I have to say. You know?
Oh,
like that.
I thought you were gonna say I would cry.
No, there's this lady. I don't understand what there is with this intersection, but people like cannot make a full and complete stop, and they're always like, they don't wait until people cross the street. Like it's very irritating. And so I threw up my hands. This lady's like, I'm just trying to walk through. She's like having to go all the way through the intersection. She pretends like we're like really like infringing upon her ability to like drive. It's like, no, we're the pedestrians. And so I did this like hand motion, like, oh, like, come on, lady.
I'm teaching you well.
And she rolled out her window. She's like, I was waiting for you. And I was like, no, you didn't.
And this is somebody who will never be confrontational at anybody. And so I'm like, that's how you know.
Did you win? Did she have the I feel guilty face?
No, she definitely didn't.
She just kept on.
She kept driving.
So the problem is we have this four-way intersection where it's two lane. Well, I don't know. So there's a median
in
what
between.
would you call it?
Yeah.
It's a boulevard.
So there's like trees
there's two lanes going this way, 2 lanes going this way, with a strip of grass in the middle. And
where are the palm trees on the road?
Yeah, no palm trees.
No palm. We just got grass.
And I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then the other way is also 4 lanes, but because there's four lanes or whatever, people are very impatient to wait for somebody to cross the road, all 4 lanes, right? And so as soon as you get past like their lane,
they're like going.
They're going.
They're speeding.
It's like my biggest pet peeve in the world is like
driving nuts. LA is now up to 3 lefts on a red.
We've actually thought about getting lawn chairs and just sitting at this intersection and just videoing it.
That'll start the heart attack. Yeah, road rage. I'm definitely like, that's a high one for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be an ethicist. I'm like, fuckers.
I don't know. Like I feel like driving is not a hard thing. Like, and following the rules while driving is also not a hard thing because there's not a lot of them. It's just don't do dumb stuff. But I don't know how this is like,
that way for me. Just to answer something.
Backwards. I don't know how. No, I don't know if I'd ever want to drive in California. I'll be honest.
No,
like,
I would never drive.
I mean, it's, LA is a whole different thing.
Yeah, but
I get real nervous when it's more than like 1 lane of traffic. Real nervous.
What's fun is driving in Rio. Driving in different countries. That's like what? Driving
in different countries where they drive on the wrong road. I lived in Grenada, that country that we invaded in the 80s.
I was there.
So you were there you've been to Grenada?
I was there when it was on the news.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was not Reagan was the worst. We had a Trump in the 80s.
So when I was in Grenada, I was driving, and then when I came back to the United States, because it's been like 2 years of driving on the other side of the road, like I had to like hold on the steering wheel. I was like, stay on this side, this side, this side, this side. Like, do not, because you have to like rewire.
That's super hard.
Make sure it's so hard to like switch.
Insanely,
sides.
I drive.
I mean,
totally fine.
Yeah. I would imagine there's something, I don't know. It's like one of those, well, kind of like you're saying, like with the art stuff, right? Drawing.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, I've done a lot of driving throughout my stretch.
But like, so the big thing in Iowa that I feel that people do, and I don't know if this is like this in other places, but when getting on an interstate, it's like, so the speed limit will be like 65, 70, whatever, right? People are getting on the interstate going 30.
On the interstate.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, people cannot figure out that you speed up to the flow of traffic to merge into the interstate.
And then people are too polite. They like will slow
And then,
down
yeah.
for the person merging on. It's
There's
I mean,
Iowa.
I can tell that is a rural person. That is somebody who grew up in a small town. Like, I get that. Like, I can spot them. I can spot a rural driver like nobody's
She would
business.
stop on the interstate to let somebody on.
I probably would.
And I'm like, you're going to kill all of us. He's like, yeah, but they need to get on. I'm like, that's their problem. If they can't get up to speed,
my little sister's like that.
merge,
I
they
can't
can
convince her
stop
that that's
on the-
dangerous.
on the ramp.
Being nice is dangerous. You heard it here.
Yeah, that's why you can't drive in big cities.
I know. I'm not capable.
You're too polite.
I have no capacity
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, LA might kill you.
It's kind of like that one person. Do you ever see that video where the lady was, or I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, but they were,
It's definitely a woman.
I'm sure it was. My gender, we're not good at the driving. They had missed their turn until they stopped on the interstate and
Oh
then
my God.
veered off on the side, and they caused like a 40 car pileup behind them.
It's probably AI, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, I think that was a real
Ooh.
thing.
Okay. So I have we're going to talk about it. Can we talk about AI? Can we talk about AI for a
Oh
second?
yeah, this
we've
should
been-
actually be the right question.
We've been kind of like occasionally bringing AI stuff up because
Yeah,
in
that's
the
very topical.
toy community and the art community, there's a lot of anti-AI
Which I
stuff,
get.
which I get. Yeah, I totally get. So like
Yeah.
my stance in a general sense is like, for me personally, like AI is if you look at it like as a computer,
Mhm.
and use it as like an enhancement tool versus like a replacement tool, then I think it can be okay, right? Like if you use it appropriately, because like again, when computers came around, like when Photoshop came around, all the things, right?
Yeah.
Everybody freaked out because it's going to replace jobs, it's going to take jobs, like it's going to be used to manipulate things, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And so theoretically, AI is just an advanced, a more advanced version of all the things that have been evolving for a long time. And so you can use a computer for the wrongdoings. You can do all kinds of stuff that are not right. But
I like how you're trying to justify.
I'm
this.
not. I'm just trying to like provide my position, right? And
Yes.
so, but again, like as with any tool, if you use it, for the right thing, then it can be something that is good, right? I feel in a general sense, most people are not using AI for good. They're using it for deception. And so
That is true.
we just have a lot of garbage on the internet now because AI is, people are basically just using AI to make garbage and deceive people. But so anyway, my
So what's the question
my
here, dear?
question, knowing my stance,
Can't wait.
because we went to a convention last year and we were talking to somebody that Mark Watts, who did the original
Oh, yeah.
the artwork for the original 50 Transformers, like back in the 80s. And quick side quest here. The interesting thing we learned, so he was selected for whatever reason because like he did airbrushing. And so it's like he would airbrush cars, like
And so
not
he was
not
able to,
airbrush cars, but airbrush pictures of cars. And so, because Transformers are cars, right? It's kind of how I got into that. And so he like very much has adopted AI. I know, I tell stories long, get over it. So he's very much adopted AI, which I thought was really interesting being an artist. Like he was like, yeah, like you got to get on board or like you're going to be left behind. So anyway, back to the main quest here.
Yes.
The question that I kind of am curious about and that I've been asking people is how do I phrase this? I lost myself.
I know, because you got distracted by your own long
I know
story.
I had
Your long ass story distracted yourself.
So wait, I don't understand the story. He painted Transformers for what? For a poster?
He
For
made the box art.
he did the box art.
So you know how
Oh,
like
cool.
the
Okay, yeah.
Transformers.
He just his medium was spray paint.
Was
Or no,
airbrush.
AI.
Like
Yeah.
airbrush.
Airbrush, right.
Airbrush, yeah.
Right.
But he has been using AI like
now.
he's made like he kind of makes some pictures, but the thing he really uses it for is to make these little videos for his granddaughters.
Yes.
They're like Princess
cool.
Tea Party videos.
Because he really wants to make like child friendly things that like appeals to his grandchildren. And so he has this whole channel called Princess Tea Party. It's fantastic.
It's lovely, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very cute. He was
Yeah.
showing us videos. He's so proud of that. Like, I mean, he was at a Transformers convention and all he wanted to talk about was Princess Tea Party
His
videos
videos.
that he's doing for his
Yeah.
granddaughter. It was like
Oh, he's trying to make like sell the
No,
property.
he just was out to dinner and just wants to talk about it because he likes his granddaughters.
yeah, he's
That's adorable. That's amazing.
So that is actually the precursor story that I probably should have started with. They got me thinking about this whole AI thing, and it got me, and it's not because he can't create his art anymore. I don't think because he didn't say that. But so my question is like in a situation, because I know like in the artist community, nobody likes AI, but let's say in a situation where you could like you are an artist, right? You want to make art, but something happens and you can no longer make art because whatever you use to make art, like you can't do anymore.
But say you could upload all of your art into AI and AI could help you do like a rethinking of your art, or you could talk to it. It could do something in the spirit of your like craft or what have you.
Is that like, do you feel like that would be acceptable or not acceptable?
I do a long answer too.
Yeah,
you can talk as long as you want. That was an extraordinarily long question.
No. I mean, this is a very topical thing, and I think I got to answer by saying I really love writing, thinking up, writing, and doing the layouts of whatever I'm working on. I cannot stand the production part. I don't like drawing at all. That's not true, but it's just not my strong thing, and I would love to be freed from that. That's what humans have been after forever. I was always very optimistic about the AI thing, but it's so terrible at what we want it to do in the arts that I think the best case scenario now is kind of like you said, a personal thing, or like this guy for his grandkids. Now I've always wanted to direct a Cary Grant. I'm a huge Cary Grant fan. I'm like, I'd love to have written a Cary Grant movie. And so like, it's still kind of iffy, like using someone, but if it's for yourself, like who can it hurt? Or like, I'd like to see Star Wars if it was directed by Terrence Malick, and eventually it will be able to do something like that. But I can't see me not being able to communicate enough to get, my writing, getting that down. But with your thing, you use whatever tools you possibly can. It's just so bad at art still that I heard, I don't know why I'm bringing up James Cameron so much, but he's right when he was saying you could put, novels upon novels of prompt into it, and it will never get it quite right. I think he's like struggling with that because he wants to crank out many, many more films. And I just, I'd say if it was better and didn't steal, more power to it. It's, we're supposed to be freed from labor.
Yeah.
And on that level of taking jobs, if people were still paid for those jobs, but they were able to spend more time with their grandkids or whatever, obviously it's amazing. I don't have any kind of fundamental moral problem with it. I just, because I've struggled to do decent art, there's something I miss when you kind of go in from the start with that kind of handicap, is that the word? Aid. But it really does help you. For instance, my main character, Brink, has this beautiful mountain home in Squamish, British Columbia. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that going to look like? I don't know. And I would have to do in the old days and whatever, so much research to just put an image together or just make something up. But I really like being like accurate sometimes when it's a real place. And so I was like, okay, show me blah, 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 blah. And it was just terrible. But then I was able to it was like a thumbnail that I could put my own signature on. And I think that's super helpful. It's also like other writers are like, oh, it's so great to talk about stuff with a super intelligence that can, compare it to it. The stealing part is a problem.
Yeah. Right.
like, I don't mind if my books in the future are used as comparisons to help someone else solve their creative problems. But of course, I don't want the pieces of my work stuck in someone else's work without that creator knowing that they're stealing something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm very super optimistic about it, but that's probably naive because I've just been an idealist my whole life. But I don't have that like about it, except for the like, putting people out of work, especially these days, is awful. It's like a yeah. I don't know if I'm answering your question. You said
no, yeah, like I like your take on it, because most of the times when I've asked the question, it's just been like, nah, fuck AI, it's stupid, it sucks, right? But no, I think what you're saying is kind of my train of thought with it, is if it's like an aid, a tool that can help, right, versus steal and deceive. And I think like that's where it's like, I think like we could find a way. Do you want to say something?
I do want to.
Okay, go ahead.
So I don't. So there's a lot I don't know. Like, as we've talked about many times, like I had not watched Star Wars, I hadn't watched Marvel, and like when you shove all of that into the last 6 years, it's a little fuzzy versus when it's deep ingrained, like as a child. Or like there's just a lot of stuff I still haven't seen. Like I just, when you're trying to catch up for decades of like pop culture, I don't have it. And so for me, being able to go to like AI and be like, hey, could you give me a summary of this series? Like I know that's I'm kind of cheating a little bit, like, but sometimes
totally cheating.
I don't remember. Like it doesn't, it's not top of mind. And so like
open book test.
Right. And so that is helpful to me, because again, I'll watch the stuff eventually, but like sometimes I just need that like baseline understanding and to have some of these conversations.
Yeah.
So we did
sometimes it's trying to predict what you want to hear, and it just won't help.
Yeah.
No.
It'll make it so much more convoluted.
Yeah,
you kind of have to.
There's a lot.
That's what he's for anyway. Why didn't you ask him?
Because it'll turn into a 4-hour question.
That's
you
true.
just saw that.
You're like, hey, through every hour.
What does this mean? And I'll be like, well, let me tell you. And we're gonna do it by watching the whole thing now.
I have a suggestion for a super entertaining thing for friends or family. So my sister's name is Joanne. I go by Fink. And so, do you want to hear this in Fink TV or Joanne TV? Like movies are something we've never seen before. We will then try to tell the plot of, and with some scene examples. It is hilarious. So like you should try to pitch him all the Marvel movies, or describe all the Marvel movies, so he can just have a crying laugh fit for many hours.
I'm actually going to take a note of this because that's very funny.
Well, and it's very in the realm of where we kind of first started doing videos was our shorts, where I was trying to name Transformers. A lot of Transformer names are really simple. Like Hot Rod.
I'm sure it was hilarious for him. Yeah.
Who thought of the name Hot Rod? Like that doesn't even sound like a real name. Like
what's the name? Hot Rod?
Hot Rod. That is like a legitimate Transformer name.
That's from my day.
Like this is just ridiculous. No, I like that.
You know what hot rods are, though, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's or no, actually no, not Hot Rod. Rodimus Prime. That's what I'm thinking about. That is a legitimate Transformer name. Rodimus.
Well,
Prime.
Hot Rod, becomes Rodimus Prime.
That's ridiculous.
Because Prime is, like
that is inappropriate.
Yeah, that Prime must mean something that goes to,
Yeah.
It's like Colonel Rodimus.
Yeah, it's like the leader kind of title.
I don't know anything about this.
You got it. You're spot on.
Yeah. It's just,
I love the Transform. And like as a toy when I was a kid, it was incredible.
I mean, a lot of the plots from the original cartoon line are very loose.
Well, because that wasn't the intention. The intention was to sell
it's just
toys.
Toys.
It wasn't
it's
to
just
sell.
an
It wasn't
advertisement.
supposed to be a
Did you
movie.
do the Beast Wars thing, the animal ones?
Yeah, I have a small collection of those. Yeah.
Like
I think they're cool personally. Like those are the ones that she actually does not like the most.
I don't like them.
Oh, weird.
They don't look like robots. They look.
Oh, right.
They don't meet my needs.
Yeah. They meet my need. I don't know. I'm like,
I
They just
like
look like what they
like-
are, robots.
like this one is a T-Rex and now it is a robot.
And
Like,
I like dinosaurs. I mean, I just
Yeah.
do not like the Beast Wars.
Do you collect any toys, Sarah?
I mean, not.
are we gonna play this game?
I mean,
Oh,
a little
no.
bit.
No, this is going to ruin the channel. Sorry.
No.
No, I
This
have
is
some.
this is a good question.
I have some Squirtles from Pokemon. I have some little different action figures from some of the manga that I read. That you've bought almost all of them for me.
Yeah, because you need some
Spy
toys.
Family, Chainsaw Man, like some of that stuff. But if I touch it, I collect it. Like it's not actually like a toy, it's something. So I actually cleaned up my closet last weekend and I had this brilliant idea as I was saving all these wine
Here,
corks.
just real quick.
Yeah.
So Sarah is not a collector. She's a hoarder.
I am a hoarder.
So
It's a
Yes.
deep emotional attachment. So I had saved probably, what would you say, 500 wine corks?
a lot of
no.
Hundreds of wine corks.
From
And
wine you've had?
well, not all of them were things wine I had. My parents owned a wine. They had a wine bar that closed during the pandemic. So they had given me a whole bunch and then I had my own. And so it just, I had these dreams if I was going to do something with it. Like I was going to do
Build a
some
raft?
craft, and then I just didn't. Oh, you're going to bring this up here. Yeah. So we actually did a video. We have not, that'll be sometime in the next couple weeks because we're a few weeks ahead. But this is what is this? Okay, you're really bringing up some great photos here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize all of these. So this was the aftermath of one of the photos that you all will see at some point here in time when we post this video. It's hard for me to pay attention when he's clicking around. So this is me sitting on the couch with like a portion of he dumped all these wine corks on me then.
That's a cool photo. Though. It looks like it's a part of the dress.
It's just they're
It doesn't
everywhere.
anymore.
So many.
There are a lot of corks.
Good
I
hair.
just it just this is what happens. This is my
Totoro,
So-
is the Totoro yours?
yes.
Yeah, that is-
I do like Totoro is like that's one of my favorite animes. Like so good.
No,
so
it's top.
so Sarah collects a lot of those types of things. Like she has probably 4 or 5 jars of buttons.
Yeah, I have probably more than that. I probably have like
Okay.
8 jars of buttons.
Maybe she's got 8 jars of buttons.
Are you like a survivalist? These are for
Oh, yeah.
No, there's no
yeah.
real.
No,
prepper.
before him, like I would can my own food. Like I
Oh,
could
yeah.
really like I grew like I had this dream of having like a homestead, like, and then this one here. I mean, I didn't even have lamps. Like I lived a very rustic lifestyle, and now I have.
I like technology.
Now I have central air conditioning. Like I live in a real modern house with appropriate electricity. It's all.
that's a
You can
microphone, not a lava lamp, right?
I like lava lamps. So like I would love to have a lava lamp.
Yeah, I think I would get you. That would be the gift I would give you. Can I address
use-
Fanboy Prime's thing real quick?
Oh yeah.
He just brought up the environmental horror of AI as well.
Oh yeah, that was up.
Oh
higher.
yeah.
While that's true, that's just the internet is part of that.
Yeah.
And we need, we absolutely need data centers in space and in the oceans, and that kind of solves it. But yeah, that's for real.
It is for
It
It's not just AI. Like using the internet is costing us a lot.
Yeah.
And my favorite, I shouldn't say favorite conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory I believe the most is that they are messing with our weather patterns in order to have enough water to fuel the data centers. I
Who's
think
they?
I think
Oh,
so. I
big-
think it's actually like the big tech companies. I'm
Big
not
data.
big. I think it's the tech companies using like cloud
Oh, they said
seeding.
pet companies. Okay.
Oh well,
Big
could be.
Could be.
That
big
are
pet.
that are producing that are cloud seeding, so that the clouds are producing enough rain, so that there's enough.
So we get to
water.
the water wars faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I buy into it. I know you like to talk about it as a conspiracy theory, but like there's been a lot of unusual weather in Iowa like over the last couple of years that did not exist before, and it only started happening after they built some data centers.
yep.
So
I mean, you don't attribute that to what's going on globally.
I mean, there could be some of that too.
I mean, maybe, but like it's easier to look locally.
Fair, and you should.
Oh goodness. So we have kept you for 2 hours, which we greatly appreciate. But
Oh,
we
didn't
will.
notice.
This has been a fantastic conversation. Let's plug the book one more time here,
No.
and bring that up. So this is on sale date May 19th.
Yeah, pre-orders still available.
From this website, I noticed it's on Amazon as well. You said at local comic shops.
Bookstore, like any, it's just a,
Bookstore, yeah.
a book.
Any
With an
any place
ISBN.
you can buy physical things with pictures and words in them.
That's the
There we go. Fantastic. Is there anything else you would like to plug or say here at the end? Like, how can people find and follow you and stay up to date with all the great things you're doing?
Oh, maybe my Instagram, yet another villain of the universe. But
Where
I
we
put art
stay.
on there and I keep my updates and stuff. Can I plug another book real quick?
No,
yeah,
absolutely not.
Of course.
The second one costs $5.
It does not cost $5.
First one's free. So here's a link in the chat to his Instagram, and I'm gonna put a link for the book again too, for those of you joining late. Flip.
Get it together. Flip. Get some priorities.
Yeah, stop being such a nurse and like.
I really appreciate letting me plug anything.
No, I mean we're here for the buttons. Like,
Good, I'll bring you some merch. Okay, so I my sister and I collected. These are the comics, Leopold and Brink comics from the mid '90s,
okay.
Mm.
and so we collected them in a little trade paperback.
Oh,
And you can find that at studylab.com or Amazon.
Very cool.
But the thing I really want to plug, and it's going to turn comic readers off instantly, is that was number 1, 2, 3, and this is number 4.
the fourth
called
one costs
number
$8.
Is there a price on it?
No, I was meaning your first
He's-
plug was free, and everything after
It's just
Oh, right.
obnoxious. Just obnoxious.
increases in random dollar amounts. I mean nothing. No.
The problem with this one is it's a prose novel,
Oh,
but it's the best way to get into the Leopold and Brink universe.
okay.
Really want to move more of these. And then, of course, this I consider Leopold and Brink number 5. So it's it's a life's work plug.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We
No,
look
thank you.
forward to seeing you here in a few weeks. And we thank everybody for joining us as well. We will.
I'm just gonna put one more plug in here at the end. So the QR code in the top corner, if by chance
You missed all the links.
You missed all the links. You missed the links in the chat. Like you're
Oh yeah, there's
where is my button at? Sorry guys. Okay, here we go.
Life is
So
hard.
QR code in the top corner takes a link to the new book pre-order if you happen to miss all the links in the chat. And otherwise, physical media places, go check it out. I think everything you've said I'm excited to read it. Like
Yes.
I want to get my hands on it and take a look. So
Cool. Thank you.
I think it's very intriguing. It's probably one of the more intriguing things that I like things that are different. I'm gonna try to like make this quick because I know you're giving me that look.
I am.
Where I like to
By
start
the way,
my
it's not about my cancer. It's not like a cancer book.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, I like things that are just different because I feel like there's a lot of formulaic things to comics nowadays, and so
Sure.
I like different. So
Very cool. Very cool.
Now we're gonna do the rest of the circles.
We will bring it. We will bring a live version of it.
Well, we could.
To Point Comic-Con.
Don't put it past us. We'll stand at your table and spin some wheels.
Awesome.
We will see you next Tuesday. And
Thank you.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Oh,